What's going on, guys? Aegis B here, back with another video, and today's topic I'm going to be talking about this guy. So this is the Apple Watch, and the point of the video is if this thing is even useful. So when I went to the store to pick this up, I did ask the salesman if this was useful, and I realized that is kind of a stupid question because, you know, they'd probably lie to me if they could, but I kind of trusted him, and he told me that it was useful. And it's something that I've been wondering about since I purchased this guy. So I thought I'd make a video for anybody that's on the fence about it, just to let you guys know how I find it useful and if I'd recommend buying it based on the usefulness of this device. Now, before I even get into my reasons, I just want to kindly ask you guys to like the video and also subscribe. It'll really help my channel grow, and I appreciate it so much. There are a couple of reasons why someone would not want to get the Apple Watch. One of the reasons includes the price and also if it's useful. So for the price, you got to make that determination if this thing gives enough value for the price that you're paying. If you're paying $500, does it give you enough use out of it that it's actually worth that $500? And that's one of the things that I was struggling with before I even purchased the Apple Watch. But I can assure you my answer after having it for a couple of weeks, maybe about a month now, and my answer is that this guy is worth it. It's a beautiful device. So let's not even talk about the design of this thing. That's not why it's worth it. I have the Sport edition, and I bought this extra leather band for about $20 on Amazon if you're interested. This thing is useful for three main reasons. One of the main reasons why I actually use this guy is because it disconnects you from your phone. So this is my iPhone XR, beautiful little device. I have it in a case here, and I could just kind of toss it away during my day. And the reason why I can do that is because I have the Apple Watch. I found a lot of times when I have my phone, I'm easily distracted, whereas where I'm only relying on my Apple Watch, I'm able to leave my phone behind and focus on what I need to focus on. Throughout your life, there's going to be a lot of distractions, especially with social media and all the technology that we have. But the Apple Watch kind of takes you back to a time where you could just rely on basic notifications and be okay. There's been a lot of stories about the people that only use the cellular version of the Apple Watch, and they're able to just leave their phones completely behind. So that is very useful. In my own personal experience, I've been able to leave my watch on my wrist and then leave my phone behind. So I actually work on big projects a couple of times a year, 4 times a year to be exact, and it's me by myself, and sometimes I'm in my office, and it's easy to just pull out your phone and get distracted. But with the Apple Watch, you're kind of focused. If I get a notification, I can really filter out what is important to me and just really go on that and not really rely on my phone. Because when I rip out my phone, that's when I go on Instagram and get really distracted, and then go on Twitter, and it's just a lot to handle. So that's one of the reasons why I think the Apple Watch is very useful. It makes you a little bit away from your phone, which is kind of necessary nowadays just to get some peace and quiet. The number 2 reason why I think this is useful is for health and fitness. So a lot of people buy the Apple Watch to, you know, track their heart rate, track their fitness goals, and that is one of the reasons why it's super useful. Now, me personally, I don't really use it for fitness, but I did buy it for health. This thing could track your heart rate, as I've mentioned, and there's tons of stories about people that bought the Apple Watch and they also were able to, you know, detect an irregular heartbeat, or even just see that their heart rate is going too fast and go to the doctor and get it checked. Even heart attacks. A lot of people have been able to detect an ongoing heart attack, go to the doctor and be okay. So that is a big benefit. If you're into health and fitness, then this is the watch for you, and it's definitely worth it at the right price. Also, one more thing, the newer Apple Watches are actually able to detect if you were to fall. That's actually super useful if you're prone to falling. You might be at an older age, or you have a relative that's at an older age and you just want to make sure that they're okay. This will call the emergency services if it detects a fall. And the third and final reason why I think that the Apple Watch is useful is because of the little things. So for example, this can actually control the lights that I'm using to light this video. I know this video looks like it's happening in daylight, but it's pretty dark outside and I have a light. I can use the apps on this to turn off my light. So that's very, very convenient. As somebody that just doesn't have my phone in my pocket all the time, I can use it to do little things like pause a video. Other things that this can do, of course, that you take for granted is responding to a text. Sometimes I go downstairs and leave my office, and what happens is I get a call or a text that's very important, but my phone's upstairs and I can't answer it. But I can answer it right on my wrist thanks to the Apple Watch. It just makes your day that much better just by having the Apple Watch on your wrist, because it just does the little things better. I could call an Uber, check the sports games, anything like that, check my emails just on my wrist. And the really good thing about it is it's a small screen that we have. You know, it just gives you the bare minimum and you're not reading a lot. There's not a lot of information, but it's just enough to get by. So that's it. Those are my 3 reasons why I think this guy, the Apple Watch, is still quite useful. If you've liked my video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you disliked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'm gonna see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.